How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Your golf must be fun these days with the spring weather we're having.
Yeah. We were outside all day. I got tan yesterday after school,
Yeah, cool.
so I'm not insanely white anymore.
Oh dear, what is going on with my cursor here? Let me close this out and see if that helps it. Close this one. And so is this all we're going to do today?
Yeah, that's all I need help on because I didn't understand it. My teacher was trying to explain how to do it.
Okay. Let me see if I can do more than just answer these for you or show you how to do it on a calculator. In other words, it's important that you understand this concept. What's the sine of 30 degrees?
It would be 1/2, or just 1.
1/2, exactly. So if you type that into your calculator, that's what you'll get is 0.5 or 1/2. So what's the reciprocal of sine?
Cosecant?
Yeah, you got it. So therefore, the cosecant of 30 degrees, being the reciprocal, has to be what?
2 over 1.
Exactly.
2.
Okay. So if I bet I'm going to have to reboot before I can finish the session, but we'll see how far I can go. So if I wanted the cosecant of 30 degrees, I would type sine of 30. There's my 1/2. And then I would take the reciprocal of the answer to get 2. So if I wanted the cosecant of 30 degrees, I would, on my calculator, type the sine of 30 degrees and then hit this key right here.
Okay.
And it's as straightforward as that. Now, what you really need to know is your reciprocal relationships. So this is 60. So how would I get the secant of 60 degrees in my calculator? First of all, what's the reciprocal of secant?
Cosine.
So let's find the cosine of 60 degrees and take its reciprocal. Well, the cosine of 60 is 1/2. The reciprocal of that is 2. The secant of 60 degrees is 2 also.
All right.
Okay? So let's figure out how to do these problems here. First one, cosine of 27 degrees. You know how to do the first 3, I presume?
Yeah.
Cosine 27, you don't even need the right parentheses. It's that. Rounding it off to 4 decimal places, rounds off to 0.8910.
All right, so I just plug in my calculator, and that's how.
Well, you got to make sure you're in the right mode. If I click mode, notice that I'm in degree mode, not radian mode.
Yeah.
So the way to find out what mode you're in is either to click mode or to do the sine of 30 degrees. If you do the sine of 30 degrees and you don't get 1/2, you're in radian mode. If you're in degree mode, you will get 1/2.
All right.
Okay. So do you have your calculator there?
Yeah.
What's the tangent of 5 degrees?
.087.
Round that off to 4 digits, to 4 decimal places.
So it would be .0875.
Okay, cool. And the sine of 48 degrees.
.7431.
Round it off, okay. The cotangent of 81 degrees. What am I going to type in?
Just tangent.
Okay. There's what I get for the tangent of 81. Now what?
Now you do the reciprocal.
This key over here. Round that off.
It would be .1584.
Okay. And the cosecant of 23 degrees.
So it would be the cosine of 23 degrees.
Okay, let's review our reciprocal relationships. Here's our primary three: sine, cosine, and tangent. Here's the way to memorize them. What's tangent's reciprocal?
Cotangent. Oh, yeah.
Notice there's one co in that pair. What's cosine's reciprocal and sine's reciprocal? One of them's secant, one of them's cosecant. Which is which?
Sine is cosecant.
Because there has to be a co in every pair. There's the co in that pair, there's the co in that pair. So you know that if you're putting cosecant with cosine, there's two co's in that pair. That's not right. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let me erase these. The problem was the cosecant of 23 degrees. What do I want to type?
Just sine.
Sine of 23.
And then the reciprocal.
There's your, round that off to 4 decimals.
2.5593.
All right. How do I get the secant of 66 degrees?
It would be the cosine. 66. And then reciprocal.
This is your calculator, right? The TI-84?
No, I have to inspire.
Ah, that's cheating.
Yep.
So you don't have to do any of this stuff that I'm doing. And in fact, it might be difficult to do on the Inspire.
Yeah, I tried to do what you were doing, and it said error, non-real calculation.
Wow. Well, on the Inspire, you've got all 6 trig functions.
Yeah.
So,
And the reciprocals.
well, you don't even need the reciprocals. In other words, if your calculator has all 6 trig functions, you just type in cosecant of 23 degrees and you got your answer. or you type in secant of 66 degrees. It will let you select all 6 trig functions. Unfortunately, I do not have a virtual inspire that I could put up on here, but I don't think you know it. Your trig key is over here on the left, and when you hit that trig key, it pops up 12 different options, one of the 6 trig functions and the 6 inverse trig functions. Now, just for the heck of it, are you familiar with cofunctions?
No.
When I say the sine of theta equals 90 degrees minus the cosine of theta. Not familiar with that?
No.
Okay. We'll talk about it as long as we got a few minutes. Every trig function has a cofunction. And these are not the reciprocals that I was talking about. The reciprocals are the reciprocals. And it's true that every reciprocal pair has one co in the pair. But that's not the same as cofunctions. Cofunctions, you take the function and you stick a co in front of it. So sine becomes cosine. Tangent becomes cotangent. And secant becomes cosecant. So those are the cofunctions. And the cofunction properties are and vice versa. In other words, cotangent of theta equals 90 degrees minus tangent of theta. So let's go back and look at this first one here. When I want, hold on a moment, let me put cosecant of theta equals 90 degrees minus the secant of theta. So this problem here, the secant of 66 degrees, we could actually use this formula if we wanted also. And when I found, one moment. Forget everything I'm saying here. If you haven't had that, that's just going to confuse you. If you have not had the cofunctions. All you need is the reciprocal functions, and you don't need that because of your inspire. What other kind of stuff are you doing in Trig right now besides what I see on this page?
And the unit circles stuff.
Okay.
A lot of memorization stuff.
Yeah, my keyboard's going nuts here. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can fix this without having to log off and log on. You see what my cursor's doing?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Hold on here. Let's see if I can. Hold on. Don't hang up yet. Let me see if I can figure out a way to fix this without rebooting. If you wouldn't mind. Why? It's hard. I can't even click on Task Manager here. Okay. Well, at least now I can end that task. That might have solved it. No. I wonder if it's this wabbit that's causing this problem here. Let me end it. I think it's this notepad here. Let me close that out. See if that solves this problem. maybe. Let's see if that fixed it. No, it did not. Or did it? Still there?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Wow. Do you want to spend 15 minutes going over the unit circle?
Yeah, let me get out.
Go ahead and log off. I'm going to log off and send you a new meeting ID.
All right.
Okay? All right.